For further analysis about the successful hosting of Egypt of the World Urban Forum 12th session, we are now joined from Cairo by international relations expert Mr. Hamid Faris. Good day to you, Mr. Faris, and welcome to Q News. We start, sir, with the pressing question. What are your thoughts on the 12th session of the World Urban Forum held in Cairo under the patronage of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi?
A qualitative summit in a way, and this kind of summit is establishing the position of Egypt internationally, and it is showing the capabilities of the Egyptian state and how Egypt is venturing into various issues, including the issues of the Middle East and under the pressing tensions, and Egypt is working so as the people do not go to more escalation. The Egyptian state has managed to hold this exceptional kind of summit, and Egypt is trying to get more momentum of the governments to work on better handling of things, and after all the escalation in the Gaza Strip, and because the world is counting on the Egyptian state to be a peacemaker and one of the main pillars of building peace in the Middle East. Therefore, it was very important that the international community sees this, that Egypt is venturing into this, so as Egypt might be venturing into understandings for the ceasefire in Gaza Strip, because this is the thing that raised the concerns and raised the tension between the Israeli occupation state and the Palestinians. And this has also unfolded into tensions in Iraq, in Yemen and elsewhere.
Allow me to interrupt you, sir, but we are focusing on the event taking place here in Egypt, Egypt's the Urban Forum, the World Urban Forum that's taking place here in Egypt. Now, this forum, how far did it affect and Egypt's urban development? How far did it play a role in the context of sustainable development, and how it is being implemented at the national level?
Egypt is one of the most important countries that has achieved a lot of successes and achievements on the ground regarding these matters. For 10 years and more, the Egyptian state has changed the landscape in Egypt. If you come to Egypt now and visit Egypt, you see that Egypt has actually got a lot of urban and communal development in all over the places in Egypt, and the Egyptian state is building actually a new state, a new republic, and it has succeeded in furnishing a lot of new exchanges with the different countries, which has led to the Egyptian economic and political success, and providing real opportunities, because the Egyptian state has got a lot of business opportunities, investment opportunities, and it has working to achieve this kind of economic and urban development, and to work on mutual benefit between it and the other countries and through this forum it was a great opportunity for Egypt to establish its voice on these matters and to present the Egyptian achievements and the Egyptian possible investment opportunities, and getting a momentum for pushing the urban development and the economic development throughout the world, so as to establish something new between Egypt and the world.
Okay, how has Egypt's approach to urbanization evolved in recent years, and what factors have driven this shift?
The most important things is the real urge by the Egyptian political leadership to create a new reality of the Egyptian state, and to put Egypt with the rank of the advanced countries in the world. Egypt has got a lot of political and economic weight. That's why it is reshaping the state and reshaping the landscape in Egypt. And this is the thing that attracted a lot of world leaders to be attentive to the changes happening in Egypt and the different levels of achievements in the state. And this is increasing the Egyptian opportunities for investment and getting Egypt to be more of something to be watched by the others who wish to establish more strategic partnerships with the Egyptian state. And here I wish to highlight that the Egyptian citizens, the Egyptian people have been supportive to its political leadership in doing all of this, and was quite supportive to the Egyptian political leadership in getting to changing everything in Egypt and putting Egypt back on the landscape of the world. This is totally different from what Egypt was like before 2013. It had a very valuable political leadership, and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi managed to get Egypt to be a spot of beauty, a spot of modernization, and got Egypt to be totally different in many levels, and to be at a different level for the creation of new opportunities and the creation of new investments. And this is all stems from the political leadership and the support of the Egyptian people to this. So Egypt is an island for real opportunities, and Egypt is of more civilizational sphere in the world that is quite attractive. It has been there in the history and in the future.
What initiatives might have been adopted by the forum regarding green projects and environmental conservation efforts?
This particular point, Egypt is progressing greatly on this. And when President Sisi went to, in his visit to India recently, some 5 agreements have been agreed worth $8 billion so as to build new partnerships in this field. And Egypt has been working on renewable energy and all kinds of some things that help the climate. So Egypt achieved a lot, and Egyptian experience is now being seen by other countries, and the world in general is now shifting to renewable energy and to green energy. And there is a great room for cooperation with Egypt on this in order to abandon fossil fuel, coal, and the other sources that have affected the climate and led to a deterioration of the environment. So Egypt is venturing into this new renewable energy, and this is the same concept that has got Egypt to host the COP27, where heads of states and activists and people from all over the world came to deal with the climate change. So Egypt is working on this for serving all the countries of the world and the African continent, because Egypt is leading the African continent on these fields, and it is acting strongly on reducing the emissions. So Egypt, through its strategic perspective on this, is working to build a platform for dialogue between everybody, and Egypt is capable of doing this with the renewable energy in the upcoming period for the benefit of all.
Yes. That was international relations expert Mr. Hamid Faris from Cairo. Thank you very much for your insights.